I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong.
Davis's corner. So you have Coach Calvin, and Coach Calvin is the head trainer, and you have Coach Kenny, who really specializes on preparing game plans specifically for a...
Before his fight with Lamont Roach, Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis got back together. Mayweather says he still backs Gervonta and is proud of all that he has done. He talked about Gervonta as if she were a child and said that he doesn't mind if she talks out. Floyd made it clear that he wants Gervonta to do well and that he thinks he will give the next fight more power and focus.
Tank Vince out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. But I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me he's still a kid, and when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
A new video from Gervonta Davis's camp in Las Vegas shows a boxer who is deeply focused on getting ready for the rematch by improving his skills. It looks like every sparring lesson is carefully planned out. People who have watched have seen more endurance, better footwork, and full participation in drills. Sources who shared private clips say that Davis is very focused and keeps his body and mind in top shape. This environment reflects more than routine planning. It signals strategic evolution for a major bout.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
Floyd Mayweather publicly backed Davis after Gervonta quit Mayweather Promotions. He praised Davis's drive and independence, saying, "More power to him." Floyd's position strengthens their relationship by recognizing Davis's desire to continue to be in charge of his work even after they break up. This attitude underscores mutual respect. Floyd's pride in Davis's growth and Gervonta's drive to step into his own both speak of a mentor-protégé relationship based in empowerment rather than ownership.
There's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, he's grew wings where he can fly and become his own boss, more power to him.
Mayweather continues to monitor Davis's career closely, especially his standing. On the pound-for-pound list, concerns arose that Davis wasn't getting P4P recognition due to his ties with Mayweather Promotions. Floyd acknowledged this, expressing that affiliation shouldn't penalize talent. His support has become a voice for fairness and recognition, reiterating that Davis deserves top billing regardless of team alignment. This activism echoes mentorship. Floyd's care goes beyond coaching, impacting reputational spheres in boxing.in.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
A bid to leave no room for. Davis has accepted full accountability in camp. He's brought back trusted coaches, reassembling the inner group from his peak years. This move shows intent, sparring partners, conditioning specialists, and strategic minds who understand his style. They've discovered past missteps and addressed them through rigorous sessions, drills, situational sparring, and high-pressure conditioning. This holistic check ensures Davis enters the fight with zero blind spots.
Was anybody else who is a Tank Gervonta Davis fan nervous watching that fight last night? I was nervous after probably like the third round. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. Here's the thing. I think we all know Tank didn't take this fight as serious as he should have. In the post-fight press conference, he said he didn't know what round it was. He said he lost track of the rounds. Like, that's not like him to do that. But I think he went in with the same game plan he typically does, where he just wears these guys down and then kind of baits them into just a crazy uppercut counter. And if you saw in the 11th and 12th round, he was going for it, but he couldn't connect it because this Lamont Roach guy, he's fast, he's quick. And as a Baltimore native, I wanted Tank to win. I wanted him to win. The whole Be More DC thing, I wanted him to win. I don't know if y'all saw when Tank was getting his hands wrapped, he was yawning. He didn't take it serious. But one silver lining is that he's probably not retiring now. He's got to take that rematch. And here's the thing, when he takes that rematch, when they do fight again, this fight, Tank's going to win this handily. He'll probably win it in the 7th or 8th. But yeah, it wasn't a draw. Tank lost that fight. Yeah, he took a knee. Strategically, he took a knee, but he took a knee. Tank lost that fight, unfortunately. But I'm excited for that rematch. I feel like it's probably going to be the most watched boxing match in history.
Gervonta split from Mayweather Promotions stirred news. Call it a public disagreement made all the more stark because of how obvious it was. Davis wanted autonomy. Floyd valued structure. That tension framed a story of mentorship tested by professional desire. Now their reunion sparks renewed dialogue. Observers see reconciliation not just as closure, but as a strategic partnership. Both men appear to have agreed the breakup may have been necessary, but reaching back now signals maturity and a shared agenda going forward.
I expect to get respect by letting me speak.
Thank you. Floyd, I want to switch gears real quick, man. Gervonta said, I'm not signed to a single soul. So is Tank now a free agent, or is he still signed with Mayweather Promotions?
Well, this is the Mayweather Deji press conference. So I'm here to talk about Dubai. I'm here to talk about entertaining the people, having fun. And I'm not here to talk disrespectful or bad about any fighter. They say America is the land of the free. So we live, we love, and we keep striving each and every day. That's what life is about.
Davis has reunited with former coach Calvin Ford. Ford's friendship with Davis runs deep, built on trust, discipline, and mutual respect. Their collaboration early in Davis's career shaped championship performances, and now they've united again. Ford's return brings strategic clarity. He knows Davis's skills, temperament, and tendencies better than any external coach. With Ford back in camp, Davis regains a familiar voice, one that sees both in-ring spark and off-ring stability.
100% correct. Personally, I had Gervonta Davis up a round, because whenever you have rounds where nobody's doing anything, I'm not just going to do what most people do, and especially people that don't like Gervonta Davis, which is just give the round to the other guy because Gervonta Davis didn't manage to knock him out that round. Okay, so this is Gary Russell Jr. clearly saying, man, no, I don't think Lamont Roach won that fight. You also had Al Bernstein, and Al Bernstein, I'm telling you, is a very, very straight, fair guy who I don't know if he was on that call, but he used to work with Showtime. I don't know if he was on there. I don't recall if I heard him. I think it was Rolly Ronaldo that was calling it. But Al Bernstein, who was a very, very objective person, said, hey, look, no. Sorry to break it to you, but Gervonta Davis won that fight. Yeah, Lamont Roach put up a really good fight, but Lamont Roach was not dynamic. He did not do anything to really separate himself from Gervonta Davis. He just kept it equal. He just tried to keep it even the entire fight. And That's not enough, again, to take the belt from the champion. Now, I do want to say that the people that thought that Lamont Roach won, I don't have any problem with that. I really don't have a problem with it at all. I personally, again, had a point for Gervonta Davis, but I could see how those swing rounds really could go, depending on who's looking at it, really could go different ways, right?
Kenny Ellis's addition adds another layer of preparation. Ellis, a veteran with an acute tactical mind, is managing technical refinement and performance uniformity. His coaching emphasizes mid-fight adjustments and round-by-round strategy, training Davis to react dynamically. Ellis's presence in the corner will be vital. He'll study Roach's patterns live, correct Davis's positioning, and reinforce game plan pivots together. Ford's familiarity and Ellis's analytical method form a powerful coaching team. The Davis-Ford partnership is defined by intangible chemistry. Ford knows Davis's instincts, his natural tendencies, reaction patterns, and the mental triggers that spark peak performance. Their rapport surpasses standard coaching. It's an alchemy of experience, feeling, and inborn intuition that energy, a blend of accountability and mutual belief, offers confidence and resilience, especially under pressure. Davis joins the camp not just physically prepared, but psychologically reinforced.
Think about the fact that, that Lamont Roach was seen at a basketball game chugging a beer. And I would have added to the question that you see Lamont Roach out giving a bunch of interviews, doing the interview circuit, right? Kind of being a little bit out of character leading into the rematch. Do you think, and this is what Mill City asked, do you think that is something you guys are taking in consideration in preparation for the fight? And what Kenny Ellis said was, look, man, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We know what Lamont Roach brings to the table. And he says that Lamont Roach is, we're not believing that he's out there drinking or blowing up a bunch of weight and all of that. He says what most people say, hey, we're going to prepare for the best version of Lamont Roach that is going to, that'll come for us. But the way that he saw the fight coming out was he said he sees it like the fight before, a lot of really crisp shots landing.
On the other side, Lamont Roach is approaching this rematch with measured attention. He's openly declared respect for Davis's power and acknowledged that the first fight exposed gaps in his own approach. Roach's camp aims for thorough preparation, analyzing thousands of minutes of Davis's video drilling against southpaw angles and sharpening his high-tempo pressure game in treating this rematch as a fresh slate. Roach is refusing to rely on past successes.
Rematches that you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gear?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot, and I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
That's it for Today Movie. Stay tuned until next.